Hi everyone, Evan here once again with Brandon for the peelblog.tumblr.com, and today we're talking about The Fighter, an Academy Award nominated film that stars Mark Wahlberg, Christian Bale, Melissa Leo, and Amy Adams, and it's under the direction of David O. Russell. And it's a drama that actually is based on a true story of a small town boxer by the name of Mickey Ward and his tribulations of rising from a no-name boxer to eventually a title contender. And he deals with a lot of family issues, and really I think that's sort of the central theme of the movie, just family problems, family dilemmas, and all the different conflicts and interests going in between the family union. And it's an Irish Catholic family, and Mickey Ward's one of, I think, 9 or 10 brothers and sisters. And not only that, his manager is his mom, with his trainer being his older brother, who also had some fame as a boxer. What did you think about the family aspects of the film and how they portrayed the family and everything like that?
I thought that the way the family was portrayed was fantastic. I mean, you have this very, very tight-knit family who are from a poor area of town, don't have a lot, rely very heavily on each other, very, very tight as a family, and you start getting into the dichotomy of for yourself or for the family, which is interesting. Mark Wahlberg, starring as Mickey, comes to a point where he thinks that his family is not looking out for his best interest. And so he has to decide if he wants to go through with something for himself or for his family, which is what he's done all his life. So it's a really, really interesting look at whether you, I guess, look out for yourself or look out for other people, and if you can do that at the same time.
Yeah, I really like how the family aspect was portrayed. There's really no evil character throughout the film or someone that's just true bad as the bad guy. It just shows that even though people can have your best interest in their hearts, they still may not show up in the best ways. I mean, you could have the best intentions, but it could just come back to bite you, and they deal a lot like that. But I think one of the biggest relationships in the film is obviously Mickey Ward and his brother Dickie. And Dickie is a former boxer who famously knocked out Sugar Ray Leonard. So there's this fight, not necessarily fight. Mickey's a quiet type. Dickie, very just not outlandish, but energetic, vibrant, things like that. And it's
He's
just
the center of attention, and he always has been.
and just excellently portrayed by Christian Bale. And I think not only that, I don't think Mark Wahlberg gets enough credit to his part, just how much you really buy into them being brothers and having this relationship.
And what Evan actually left out here is Dickie is a crack addict. So he is addicted to drugs, and that's how he coped with his minor fame from boxing. He turned to drugs and kind of fell into that world. So he was always Mickey's hero growing up. Mickey, his younger brother, Mickey looked up to him, wanted to be a fighter with him. That's why he's training with him. So now he's in this position where he's a crack addict. He realizes he's a crack addict, but he still wants his brother to look at him like he's this hero. So you have this, I mean, just this character that's constantly trying to overcompensate and be the number one and be in everyone's face and talk to everyone. Everyone should love him because he's a drug addict that fell off, and he can't stand the fact that his brother might not look at him as his hero anymore.
Yeah, and obviously because of the crack problems, that plays a major plot line within the film, and how the family deals with it and how they maneuver from there, and how Mickey continues boxing without his personal assistant or boxing with him. I mean, you get to see all those aspects, and it really just interweaves all these stories, I think, pretty well and follows along the plot. What were some of the things do you think the movie missed, or do you think overall it just did a good job at everything?
I think overall it did a great job. I think that the pacing went really well. I think that you were really able to empathize with the characters, like you were saying. I mean, everyone was believable. The mother, not thinking that she's doing anything wrong and she's looking out for her son, is very believable. And like Evan said, there's no real evil characters in the movie, but there are still people that you're looking at and thinking, how could you possibly do that? Knowing that as a character, they think they're doing the best. So I think everything is very believable. The empathy factor is huge. But overall, I thought it was very, very well done.
Yeah, overall I was very enjoyable flick. Really tugs at your heartstrings, and it's like you said, you can empathize, you can relate. I mean, your family may not be that dysfunctional, and if that is a dysfunctional family, I mean, it's just a unit. Every family has their problems, and obviously almost anyone can relate to that, which I really enjoyed. And it's, even though it's focused on boxing, it's more about family, and I thought that was fantastic. Some of the boxing scenes for me felt just weren't all there. The intensity wasn't there. I think one that points out is you'll see a slow mo like punching back and forth between two boxers, and to me it just came off kind of fake and overdone. But other than that, on the other side, one of my favorite scenes is the opening scene where it's just Dickie and Mickey at their jobs being filmed for a documentary, which you learn about throughout the film what the documentary is really about. And you just see them going through this small town USA and seeing real people. I mean, it seems like real people on film. It's not just a bunch of actors and actresses. I mean, this is what small town USA looks like. And just within those first few minutes, David O. Russell nails the small town vibe, and I really enjoyed that. But overall, what would you give it? I mean, after talking about all this.
Initially, after seeing the movie, I was thinking I'd give it a 4 Peel rating. But thinking about it more, having discussed it, I think I'd go ahead and give it the whole 5 stars. There's nothing that I found that was lacking in the film. I thought that it was paced well. Cinematography, I like the camera angles that were used. I think the acting was superlative. I would give it 5 Peels.
Yeah, a great film, and be sure to check out more of our reviews at thepeelblog.tumblr.com, and we'll be coming back at you soon.
Thanks for watching, guys.